Selamat malam, Sobat Neso di seluruh Indonesia. Bertemu lagi dengan saya, Vidi Naufal, dalam webinar sessions kali ini bersama Nyenrode Business University. Sebelumnya saya akan bertanya, mohon dijawab pada komen bagi semua yang telah hadir di sini, apakah suara saya terdengar dengan jelas? Halo teman-teman, boleh mulai mengetik ya. Terima kasih Omar Gibran. Selanjutnya ada lagi yang oke, baik. Terima kasih Juwita. Putus-putus. Ya, mungkin kalau misalnya yang lain dengan jelas dan Anda putus-putus, mungkin bisa cek ke koneksi internet Anda. Seperti itu. Terima kasih semuanya, Novi Eka Ulansari. Ya, kali ini kita akan bersama-sama untuk mengetahui pertama tentang mengenai studi di Belanda secara umum. Yang kedua, kita akan fokus kepada bagaimana apabila Anda hendak belajar di Nyenrode University, Business University. Ya, yang melakukan program bisnis dan dia merupakan salah satu universitas bisnis yang tertua di Belanda dan juga telah melahirkan alumni yang berprestasi. Apabila Anda pernah ke Belanda, Albert Heijn, dan Albert Heijn merupakan supermarket yang tersebar di mana-mana di Belanda, dan salah satu dan pendiri dari Albert Heijn itu merupakan dia alumni dari Nyenrode University. Ya, webinar ini akan diawali dengan presentasi studi di Belanda dari saya, Vidi Naufal, dari Nuffic Neso Indonesia, yang akan dijalankan selama 15 menit, lalu akan diikuti dengan tanya jawab selama 6 seperti itu. Dan akan dilanjutkan oleh kita akan terhubung rekan kita, Marce dari Belanda, dari Nyenrode Business University di Brooklyn, Belanda. Seperti itu teman-teman. Dan apabila teman-teman memiliki pertanyaan mengenai studi di Belanda, mohon diketik di chat sessions, karena ada rekan saya Sofia yang akan menjawab secara langsung melalui chat. Seperti itu. Jadi Anda tidak perlu menunggu hingga sesi tanya jawab dimulai. Anda dapat bertanya langsung apabila ada yang tidak diketahui atau tidak dimengerti. Seperti itu. Nanti akan ada rekan saya Sofia yang akan menjawab. Seperti itu. Dan webinar ini akan yang pertama adalah bahasa Indonesia mengenai studi in Holland yang akan dipandu oleh kami, Nuffic Neso Indonesia. Kedua adalah pertanyaan untuk yang khusus kepada Nyenrode Business University harus ditanyakan dalam bahasa Inggris. Seperti itu. Dan nanti akan mereka bantu jawab dalam bahasa Inggris. Bagi teman-teman yang ingin mengundang lagi temannya untuk bergabung, Anda masih bisa teman Anda masih bisa bergabung dengan mengklik link yang saya ketik di sini. Dan jangan lupa apabila Anda baru mohon juga untuk menyertakan nama dan serta alamat email Anda untuk kebutuhan registrasi dan untuk kebutuhan pengiriman dari materi presentasi. Baik, saya akan mulai presentasi studi di Belanda. Oke. Presentasi saya studi in Holland untuk International Minds, dan kami adalah Nuffic Neso Indonesia adalah representasi dari IP Nuffic, sebuah organisasi Anda yang bertugas untuk mengadakan internasionalisasi kerjasama internasional dan internasionalisasi dari pendidikan di Belanda seperti itu. Dan kami di sini di Nuffic Neso ada 11 kantor di seluruh dunia dan kita patut berbangga karena Indonesia adalah kantor yang terbesar di kantor Neso yang terbesar di dunia seperti itu. Sekarang saya akan beranjak ke kenapa kita harus studi di Belanda seperti itu. Belanda memiliki international study environment. Bila kita lihat di kota Amsterdam saja, kota Amsterdam adalah merupakan kota yang kecil namun terdiri dari di dalamnya terdapat lebih dari 200 kewarganegaraan yang tinggal di Amsterdam saja. Dan bayangkan kalau misalnya di Belanda ada berapa banyak orang dari luar negeri yang tinggal di Belanda. seperti itu. Dan itu terefleksikan juga melalui kelas gitu. Apabila Anda belajar di Belanda, akan sangat diusahakan oleh dosen akan satu kelompok dengan teman-teman dari teman-teman program studi dari negara yang sama seperti itu. Dan untuk countries of origin, nomor satu international studi di Belanda yang paling banyak adalah dari Jerman, kedua dari Belgia, dan Indonesia sampai tahun 2016 ada sekitar 1.500 mahasiswa Indonesia yang kali ini menempuh pendidikan di Belanda dan akan bertambah terus. Pastikan Anda salah satu yang akan menambah angka itu, seperti itu. Yang kedua adalah excellent education dan research. Kita memiliki kampus yang sangat berkualitas seperti itu, dari 8 dari 100 institusi, 8 dari institusi Belanda berada di 100 top 100 institusi terbaik menurut The World University. 12 dari 14 research university Belanda sudah masuk top 200 ranking dari The World University Ranking dan University Ranking di 2016. Seperti itu. Selanjutnya adalah untuk Dutch Higher Education, saya akan menerangkan perbedaannya. Untuk di pendidikan tinggi di Belanda terdapat 3 perbedaan gitu yang membedakan jenis universitasnya. Jadi kalau misalnya di Indonesia ada mungkin negeri dan swasta atau politeknik dan juga universitas. Kalau misalnya di Belanda itu ada 3 macam, yaitu research universities, University of Applied Sciences, Institutes for International Education. Apa yang membedakan? Research University adalah universitas yang berorientasi kepada riset, gitu, kepada penelitian, kepada proyek-proyek jangka panjang seperti itu. Dan orientasinya lebih kepada teoritis, sistem kuliahannya lebih kepada mengacu kepada teori dan juga tugas-tugas atau pengerjaan untuk mendapatkan nilai, mendapatkan nilai akan dilakukan secara paperwork seperti itu. Kalau misalnya University of Applied Sciences, orientasinya lebih kepada ilmu-ilmu terapan atau ilmu-ilmu yang praktis seperti itu. Dan orientasi untuk pengerjaan atau perkuliahannya akan lebih kepada project based. Dan satu lagi, Institutes for International Education merupakan suatu lembaga khusus untuk mahasiswa nasional yang menangani pengembangan sektor tertentu di universitas tertentu. Untuk research universities ini program studinya terdiri dari bachelor, master, dan juga PhD. Untuk University of Applied Sciences itu hanya bachelor dan master saja. Dan untuk Institutes for International Education itu terdiri dari master dan PhD saja. Dan Nyenrode Business University ini ke research universities. Untuk perkuliahannya di Belanda bagaimana? Di sana opini individu atau pendapat itu sangat dihargai. Jadi sebelum masuk kelas, dosen biasanya akan bertanya kepada mahasiswanya tentang tentang jurnal-jurnal yang telah diberikan oleh dosen seperti itu. Dan di sana Anda harus interaktif ya. Anda harus interaktif untuk bertanya dan juga mengeluarkan pendapat. Karena Anda tidak mengeluarkan pendapat, di situ dosen tidak akan tahu apakah Anda mengerti terhadap mata kuliah yang diberikan atau tidak. Seperti itu. Dan juga di sana problem based learning. Jadi sebelum Anda masuk kelas, Anda akan diberikan masalah dulu dan jurnal-jurnal untuk dibaca, untuk dipecahkan dulu, baru Anda bisa masuk kelas. Sehingga metode pengajaran itu lebih efektif dilaksanakan. Value for money juga Belanda. Sistem higher education-nya tidak gratis, namun worth it, namun reasonable seperti itu. Untuk bachelor tuition fee-nya 6.000 sampai 15.000 euro per tahun, dan untuk master kira-kira 8.000 sampai 20.000 euro per tahun seperti itu. Namun tenang saja karena banyak tersedia beasiswa untuk studi di Belanda. Banyak sekali scholarship possibility dari pemerintah Belanda, pemerintah Indonesia, dari universitasnya maupun dari Uni Eropa. Namun saya akan lebih menjelaskan kepada beasiswa dari pemerintah Belanda dan juga dari universitas dari Belanda. Untuk dari pemerintah Belanda ada 3 macam scholarship yang diberikan, yaitu Student Scholarship, NFP Scholarship, dan Holland Scholarship. Untuk pertama saya akan menjelaskan Stunet. Stunet ini merupakan program beasiswa bilateral dari pemerintah Belanda untuk masyarakat Indonesia saja. Jadinya Anda apabila mendaftarkan Stunet akan bersaing dengan masyarakat Indonesia saja, tidak akan bersaing dengan masyarakat dari luar Indonesia. Untuk Stunet ini terdiri dari beasiswa untuk master, short course, tailor-made dan tailor-made training. Untuk sistemnya adalah full coverage, jadinya dia membiayai kebutuhan dari mulai tiket atau perjalanan internasional dari Indonesia ke Belanda, biaya kuliah, biaya hidup, biaya-biaya lainnya mendukung studi. Seperti itu. Dan Stunet memiliki area prioritas. Area prioritas ini akan lebih diutamakan untuk mendapatkan beasiswa Stunet. Bukan berarti area lainnya tidak bisa mendaftar, namun apabila Anda mendaftar di area-area ini, poin Anda akan ditambahkan oleh tim penilai. Seperti itu, tim penilai beasiswa Stunet. Ada 6 area prioritas. Yang pertama adalah water, agri-food and horticulture, health management, international trade, finance and economics, transportation and logistics, juga security and rule of law. Seperti itu. Anda apabila di luar area prioritas tetap bisa mendaftar, karena walaupun sudah ditambahkan poinnya, mereka yang di area prioritas belum tentu mereka lebih besar poinnya daripada Anda yang tidak masuk ke prioritas. Jadinya tolong apabila Anda mendaftar di luar bidang prioritas, tolong tingkatkan lebih CV Anda, prestasi Anda, dan lain-lain sehingga Anda punya nilai positif juga pada saat penilaian. Dan untuk tadi saya sudah tampilkan master program yang dibiayai oleh Stunet adalah master program yang durasinya 1-2 tahun. Untuk short course adalah yang dibiayai oleh Stunet adalah yang berdurasi 2-12 minggu. Dan untuk tailor-made training ini durasinya itu based on request dari Indonesian institution dan juga dari program yang dibuat oleh Dutch government. Seperti itu. Ini merupakan coverage dari Stunet, Anda bisa membaca sendiri. Ya, dan untuk general requirements atau persyaratan Stunet, yaitu Indonesian National memiliki GPA minimal 3 untuk master dan juga GPA minimal 2,75 untuk short course. Untuk IBT TOEFL adalah 80 minimal, dan untuk IELTS adalah 6 untuk program master, dan IBT TOEFL 68 untuk short course, dan juga IELTS 5,5 untuk short course, seperti itu. Dan ini tidak memiliki batasan umur, jadi siapapun boleh mendaftar. Namun yang paling penting dari ini adalah yang letter of acceptance dari Dutch University. Jadi Anda harus sudah mendaftar dan sudah diterima secara unconditional dari universitas dari Belanda sebelum Anda mendaftar Stunet. Seperti itu. Durasi untuk pendaftarannya setiap tahun itu dimulai dari bulan Januari untuk master dan ditutup pada bulan pada tanggal 1 April. Seperti itu. Selection kriterianya bisa Anda baca sendiri di sini. Ini program deadline-nya. Yang kedua adalah NFP, ini juga merupakan beasiswa full dari pemerintah Belanda yang diseleksi langsung oleh tim universitas dan IP Nuffic di Belanda. Memiliki pertanyaan atau apabila Anda ingin mengetahui tentang program NFP lebih lanjut, bisa lihat dari studiinholland.nl/NFP. Tadi ini bedanya, ini dinilai di Belanda, dan kalau misalnya, dan hanya universitas tertentu saja yang bisa untuk mendaftarkan NFP, jadi harus ditanyakan kepada universitas apakah universitas tersebut menawarkan program NFP atau tidak. Seperti itu. Kalau misalnya Stunet itu yang menilai, itu kami di kantor Neso di Jakarta. Yang selanjutnya adalah Holland Scholarship. Ini merupakan beasiswa parsial dari pemerintah Belanda yang memberikan 5.000 euro di tahun pertama studi. Kriterianya seperti ini. Ini cocok sekali untuk Anda yang sebenarnya mempunyai alokasi investasi untuk pendidikan. Ini bisa menambah mempermudah untuk mempermudah, tapi meringankan juga biaya yang harus Anda keluarkan. Ini bisa untuk bachelor dan juga master. Ini ada scholarship from Indonesian government, ada LPDP, beasiswa unggulan Kemendikbud, ada Budi, Kemenristekdikti, dan juga beasiswa Kominfo yang bisa studi di Belanda. Di sini ada juga scholarship dari higher education institutions atau dari universitasnya. Yang saya perkenalkan di sini adalah Orange Tulip Scholarship, merupakan beasiswa yang juga parsial untuk studi ke Belanda, bisa diberikan untuk subsidi biaya hidup atau tidak, bisa diberikan sebagai potongan biaya studi seperti itu. Dan untuk ini tidak semua universitas memberikan, dan jumlahnya berbeda-beda. Mohon cek di nesoindonesia.or.id/ots untuk mengetahui jumlah beasiswa yang diberikan dan juga universitas apa saja yang memberikan. Di sini ada practical information. Sebelum Anda pergi ke Belanda, tentunya Anda harus sudah mengetahui juga program studi yang Anda mau, lalu Anda mengetahui program studi yang Anda mau, lalu Anda mendaftar ke program studi tersebut tentunya, dan juga baru cek beasiswa apa saja yang available. Seperti itu. Dan next, ini adalah merupakan situs pencari program studi kami. Apabila Anda ingin mengetahui program studi apa saja yang Anda minat dan ada apa saja, Anda bisa ketik studyfinder.nl di browser dan juga membukanya, dan juga mencari melalui keyword program studi yang Anda inginkan. Seperti nanti keluar semua universitas yang punya program studi tersebut. Oke, application documents secara umum, application form yang diisi secara online di StudiLink, high school atau university certificate, high school grade list atau transcript, dan juga English language certificate, motivation statement, CV, dan juga reference letter. Umum saja ya jadinya. Ini untuk persyaratan umumnya. Persyaratan khususnya silakan lihat di website universitas masing-masing. Sekian dari saya membuka sesi pertanyaan selama 5 menit. Oh ya, oke. Setelah yang sudah dapat beasiswa short course, boleh tidak mengajukan lagi untuk short course? Tentunya boleh gitu. Dari Stunet, dari NFP, silakan saja mendaftar kayak gitu. Tidak ada dari kami dari Stunet, selama Anda berprestasi dan ingin mengembangkan Indonesia, tidak ada halangan untuk Anda mengajukan beasiswa. Oke, untuk mendapatkan LOA Dutch University, apakah kita menghubungi profesornya dulu atau staf kampusnya dulu? Tidak ada yang harus dihubungi. Jadi Anda harus mendaftar saja seperti itu. Jadi untuk mendaftar bachelor dan master tidak usah untuk menghubungi profesor dulu atau menghubungi siapapun. Anda hanya harus itu mengikuti prosedur pendaftaran. Buka halaman admissionnya, diklik yang pendaftaran. Misalnya nanti Anda harus mengisi form dan juga mengupload atau mengunggah dokumen-dokumen seperti itu. Oke. Persyaratan PhD apa saja ya? Untuk PhD beasiswa yang tersedia apakah hanya dari Nuffic? Seperti itu. Untuk PhD, untuk itu ada 2 skema. Yang pertama skema dari Universitas Belanda. Yang pertama karena untuk PhD di Belanda sebenarnya tidak dianggap sebagai kuliah, tapi dianggap sebagai bekerja. Jadi Anda melamar sebagai researcher di universitas atau PhD candidate. Dan di sini untuk di Belanda sangat jarang sekali beasiswanya, karena memang di Belanda itu sudah dianggap sebagai bekerja. Jadinya Anda kalau misalnya untuk sudah daftar ke PhD, Anda tidak perlu biaya lagi, tapi nanti Anda juga akan digaji oleh universitas. Itu skema umum dari Belanda. Apabila Anda mencari lowongan PhD, bisa diakses di euraccess.nl atau di euraccess.nl untuk lowongan PhD seperti itu. Ini juga dibuka sebagai lowongan kerja ya ini. Yang selanjutnya adalah kalau misalnya Anda sudah memiliki skema beasiswa dari Indonesia, Anda bisa menghubungi universitasnya dan juga mencari profesornya dulu, mencari supervisor dulu, baru Anda akan dikeluarkan LOA-nya dan mengajukan beasiswanya sama seperti program master. Seperti itu. Apabila Anda misalnya dari LPDP atau dari Budi, seperti itu. Jadi Anda harus punya supervisor dulu, baru nanti dibiayai penelitian Anda di sana. Seperti itu. Kalau seandainya gagal untuk first attempt, apakah Anda rentang waktu untuk second attempt? Emilia Khoiria ini gagal apa ya? Oh iya, semuanya untuk sebelum bertanya mohon dijelaskan apabila Anda ingin menanyakan tentang perihal tertentu, mohon dijelaskan apakah perihal itu, apakah untuk mendaftar ke universitas ataukah mendaftar ke beasiswanya. Biasakan seperti itu ya. Oke. Akreditasi dan nilai TOEFL yang sangat tinggi mempengaruhi seleksi penerima beasiswa. Tentunya itu sangat tinggi. Jadi itu merupakan salah satu penilaian ya dari English ability atau English requirement-nya itu sangat mempengaruhi penilaian. Misalnya di sini kami memberikan nilai skor IELTS 6 untuk beasiswa Stunet. Namun kami akan memberikan poin yang sama kepada yang memiliki skor IELTS 6 dan skor IELTS 8. Nilainya pasti beda seperti itu. Oke. Untuk short course, apakah ada pertanyaan yang tidak mensyaratkan TOEFL bahasa Inggris misalnya dengan bahasa Belanda? Untuk yang kami informasikan di sini hanya yang berbahasa Inggris saja. Untuk yang dan yang bisa dicari di studyfinder.nl tadi hanya program yang berbahasa Inggris saja. Kami tidak memiliki informasi yang yang rinci mengenai untuk short course yang diambil dalam bahasa Belanda. Maka Anda silakan untuk menghubungi universitasnya apabila dan mencek untuk short course apa saja yang tersedia dalam bahasa Belanda. Dan juga apa saja requirement untuk pergi short course dengan bahasa Belanda tersebut. Oke, saya rasa untuk waktu question and answer sudah habis. Sekarang kita pindah ke presentasi dari Nyenrode University. Now we are going to move with the presentation from Nyenrode University. Hi Marce, can you turn on the video and the audio, please? Hi, our dear friends in the Netherlands, in Brooklyn. Can you open the video and audio, please?
Here we are.
Hi.
Can you see us and hear us?
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, so clear.
Great.
Perfect.
Good evening. So I'm going to turn off the video and audio, yeah?
Great. All right. Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. Obviously, they had no idea what was said before, but we're happy to tell you a little bit more about Nyenrode Business University in the Netherlands in English. We will start with introducing ourselves and then we will start with the presentation. Shall I start? Well, my name is Maartje Wijnholds. I work as a program advisor and talent recruiter for Nyenrode. And yeah, basically my focus is on making sure that everyone who is interested in learning more about studying in the Netherlands, studying at Nyenrode in particular, yeah, to help them get all the information that they're looking for and help them and guide them in the application process and hope to meet them as a student here in the Netherlands later on. And over to my colleague.
Yes. Hello everyone, my name is Javier. I'm a senior marketeer here at Nyenrode. I work with Marce in well, promoting our programs and attracting talents to all our English taught programs. I'm also an alum of Nyenrode, so I studied in 2011 and 2012. I did my full-time MBA. And yeah, well, together with Marce and other colleagues, we well, promote our university in different countries. So we're happy to share a bit more about Nyenrode with you. And now the idea is that I will tell you a bit about the university itself, and then my colleague Marce, she will tell you about the programs. So we will just quickly switch a little bit. Here we go. Yes. So, well, basically we'll start about the university. So what you see here on the slide, that's the main building in that you encounter when you come to Nyenrode. I'm back. Yes. So as I was telling you, this is the castle, the Nyenrode Castle. That's from the 13th century, and well, it's of course a typical Dutch castle, and is one of the highlights of our campus. But to tell you more about our campus and to show you about our campus, I want to show you a YouTube video, where you can see the whole state, not only the castle, but also the buildings where we're sitting right now, where the students live, and so on.
Ik zal de link sturen.
So as you could see, and as Jurita and Dwi rightfully point out, it's quite a green campus. It's surrounded by trees, it's surrounded by beautiful sites and so on. But it's not as far away from the city center as you may think. It's actually only 30 minutes away from Amsterdam. So, and I will show it to you in the map in the next slide. So it's actually, it's like a small oasis of green in the middle of the city. But to tell you a little bit more about the history of the university, so we are the only private university in the Netherlands. I believe you heard from Neso that there are research universities and there are universities of applied sciences. Well, we are a research university. There's only 13 research universities in the Netherlands, and we are, out of those 13, we're the only private one. So we are we don't receive any funding from the government. We are a self-sustaining business with a revenue of last year of 52 million euros. And well, as you could see, the castle has 750 years of history. I see someone asking how far from Utrecht we are, and that's also 25 minutes by bus. So there's a Hello everyone, I'm back. I'm terribly sorry, but there's some connection problems, but so thank you for the patience. As I was saying, we're really close to Amsterdam, to Utrecht, to all different cities. So Right there where you see the magnifying glass, that's the Nyenrode campus here in Brooklyn, but we also have a campus in Amsterdam, which is this one that I'm pointing out. And that's half an hour from Nyenrode, Brooklyn. We're also 25 minutes from Utrecht. That's one of the 4 largest cities in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands. Schiphol Airport is also very nearby, and we're also quite close and reachable from The Hague and Rotterdam. So that means we're actually, if you see it from this way, we're like in the middle of all the major cities of the Netherlands. That puts you in a very nice position because then throughout our programs, we connect you with different business and business leaders from companies all over the Netherlands. And as you can see, it's very easy to reach them from Nyenrode. So close to Amsterdam, close to The Hague, close to Schiphol, close to Rotterdam, really in the center of the country. A little bit of history. Nyenrode started with a man and a vision. So basically, this gentleman, Mr. Albert Plesman, during the war, he was incarcerated. So he was in jail for a while. And during that time, he thought, well, what can we do to help improve the economy and the country after the Second World War? And he, together with other leaders of multinational companies, got together and they said, we're going to develop this institution that has an international focus, meaning they would train at that time Dutch men to do business internationally. Of course, then afterwards we became an open university for both men and women, and we started to do business internationally, not only by Dutch people, but also by international talents. And Mr. Albert Plesman, at that moment, he already became the CEO and founder of Dutch Airlines. So he had 2 ideas while he was in jail. One, create an airline, that's KLM, and 2, create a university, and that was Nyenrode. At the moment, it wasn't only him, but it was also leaders from other companies like AkzoNobel, Philips, Unilever, Shell, who founded the university. So we have really strong roots in the main Dutch business environment, and that remains up till today. So we have connections with all these companies. Our students visit these companies, they get jobs in these companies. Yeah, it remains up till this day. Our mission statement is Nyenrode serves society by shaping responsible leaders. So it's very much attached to why we were created, which was, of course, to boost the economy back then. And how do we do this? Well, by action-oriented education and research. In terms of accreditations, we have some of the most well-known international accreditations for business schools. So we have, for example, EQUIS, which is the European one, and AMBA, which is a British one. But we also have the accreditation of the Netherlands Vlaams organization. Our degree programs, basically, we measure our success based on the customer satisfaction. So how happy are our students? And there is a survey in the Netherlands that runs throughout Master of Science programs, Bachelor's and Master of Science programs, where the students of those programs need to rate their universities by how happy they are with their studies. And Nyenrode has been voted for many times, ever since 2012, as the best masters in the different fields that we have, so accountancy, controlling, management, fiscal law, and that makes us very proud. But not only that, we're ranked number 38 business school in Europe according to the FT rankings, and our vision is to become top 20 by 2020. I see that you have a lot of questions. That's great. We'll tell you more about our programs and also admissions requirements in a minute. But also tell you a bit about our alumni. We have alumni all over the world. We have a very strong network. And that happens because everybody is connected, because people live here on campus. So that's very rare for business schools in Europe, and especially in the Netherlands. We're the only business school where you can live on campus. So people develop a very strong connection, and that lasts for a lifetime. I'm back. I was talking about the alumni. So basically, we have alumni all over the world, and the connection with the Nyenrode alumni is very strong. So wherever you go, if you meet another Nyenrodian, there's always a connection, and that helps many people, to find jobs and to, of course, enter the labor market in different countries. Some of our most influential alumni are on this slide. So we have a former Prime Minister of the Netherlands, former Minister of Finance, but also internationally we have quite some reputable alumni. If I think of my classmates when I did the MBA studies here, actually one of my best friends, he's from Indonesia. His name is Adri Simamora. He came from working at PwC in Indonesia. Then he did his MBA. He started working afterwards as a senior financial analyst for Philips, one of our founding fathers. And nowadays, almost 5 years after we graduated, he is a CFO of a division of a pharma company here in the Netherlands. So that's an example of one of our success cases from Indonesia. But also we have many others. We have Jenti, she's one of our recent alumni from the full-time MBA program. She's now working in an advertising agency in Amsterdam. And the interesting part is that because we're such a small and close funded community, we know people by name. So we know their cases, we know the needs, we know what they're here for, and we try to help them achieve their goal as much as we can with our education and our approach to business. And that's it in general about the university. Now my colleague Marcia, she will tell you much more about 4 specific programs. Those are the Bachelor in Business, Full-Time Master in Management, Full-Time International MBA, Part-Time Executive MBA. She will tell you about admissions requirement, the details of the programs, but also the scholarships that we offer for Indonesian talents for most of these programs, and opportunities you can have to meet with us, interact with us, and visit Nyenrode. So thank you very much, and I will be back for more questions later on. Thanks.
So here I am. Hi everyone. So thank you, Javier, for starting off with all the information about Nyenrode. I would like to tell you a little bit more about our different programs. Nyenrode offers a wide range of different programs, but our international portfolio is focused on business. And as Javier already mentioned, we have a bachelor degree, a full-time master, and then we have 2 different MBA degrees. To start off with our Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, this is a program, as the name says it, it's a bachelor degree. It's a 3-year on-campus program, which is based here on our campus in Breukelen. During the first 2 years, the students, they live on campus. For the last year, it's not mandatory to live on campus anymore, but we see that most of our students do. There is a lot of focus during the bachelor on personal leadership development. Of course, next to that, focus lies on business administration, business in general. There's a lot of sports integrated into the program. For example, rugby, football, swimming, running, boxing. I believe there's a lot of different options that you could choose from. And there's a very multicultural, intimate setting. So a third of our students, they come from a multicultural background. And you can imagine that all of those students together on campus create a very interesting environment where people become very close to each other in a very short time. And they learn a lot, not only from the education they receive, but also a lot from each other. During the second year, there is an opportunity to go and study abroad for a semester. We have a lot of partner universities all over the world, and you could choose one of those to do a semester over there and to experience what it's like in a different part of the world. What is And there I am again. I'm sorry. I wanted to say that what's special about Nyenrode is that we are a rather small university, which you will also see in our bachelor program. The class size is around 30 to 35 students, which is rather small, but gives us the opportunity to give you the most personal attention that you can get. The professors will know you by name. They will know about your background, about your situation, and yeah, you will really be pushed to participate in the education and to study hard. And in that way, it will be very difficult to fail, because there is such a large group of people surrounding you who will help you to finish your degree. The tuition fee for our bachelor degree is 19,000 euros a year, and the program starts every year in August. In August, so the next start will be August 2017. Yeah, good to realize is that the tuition fee includes the education, but on top of that there is of course some living expenses. And as mentioned, it's a campus-based program, so the students will live on our campus in one of our shared rooms with all the facilities available, but that's not included in the tuition fee. And then let's go to the next program I would want to tell you a little bit more about, which is our master program, our MSc, Master of Science in Management. This is yeah, our full-time master that also takes place on campus. It is a 16-month program in total, where our students also live on campus. The 16-month, they consist of 4 months as a pre-master, and then a 1-year, 12-month master program. And what's important is to realize, do you want to do a master or do you want to start your career? Our focus lies on professional development. Obviously, if you do your master, you have already finished your bachelor, so knowledge is already there, and during your master you will focus more and more on this knowledge, but also putting this knowledge into practice by already starting to work together with companies, doing cases for companies, and meet some of the business network that Nyenrode has already during your master, so that afterwards you will quite easily kick off your career in the business world. To be able to provide you with that, there is a Nyenrode traineeship during the program, work in a real-life business project, and during the program you can choose between 3 different tracks to focus on. That can be either international management, marketing management, or financial management. And there's also a couple of elective courses during the program. This master program is designed specifically for young professionals who have no more than 2 years of working experience, and with a focus of starting your career in the Netherlands or in Europe afterwards. This program costs 6,750 euros for the pre-master and an additional 20,500 euros for the master program. Obviously, flights for the international parts of the program, accommodation, that's not included. But same goes here as for the bachelor program. We have student accommodation available on campus. Our students mostly live on campus, and we have rooms available. Also, this program starts every year in August. Then over to our full-time international MBA degree. As the name already says, it's an international Master in Business Administration. It's a 1-year full-time MBA. Okay, so it looks like I'm back, everyone. I'm very sorry. We really do have some connection issues here. Yeah, so our full-time international MBA degree, 1 year full-time MBA on campus, and the word international already says it's the most international program that we have at Nyenrode. Over 90% of our students, currently even 100% of our students is international, and they come from all different parts of the world, and they are here to focus on boosting their career and focusing on starting a career either in the Netherlands or in Europe. They do that during our MBA, which is European focused, and we offer 5 European modules. So you will visit Milan, you will visit Paris, Copenhagen, Brussels, and Dublin during your MBA, and they're all those trips are part of an integrated business practice that you will be focusing on during your MBA, and these business practices, they have taken the place of the more isolated courses such as marketing or finance in a more traditional MBA setting. We focus more on business practice in general, where you will be focusing on this practice from different angles of industry. This program is focusing on professionals who have at least 3 years of work experience. On average, people have 6 years of work experience, and yeah, in order to be eligible, you would need to have finished at least a bachelor's degree. Yeah, the interesting thing is that people, as mentioned, they come from all over the world. They have different kinds of work experience, different kinds of backgrounds, and so not only will you learn a lot from books and from our professors, but also a lot from each other, because you will be also working a lot together with your classmates on different company assignments, study groups, presentations, etc., etc. 83% of our students, they are employed within 4 months after graduation, and the tuition fee for this program is 39,500 euros. That's not including housing and not including the flights to the European destinations. And our full-time MBA starts once a year in September. Then we also offer a part-time MBA degree. It's an executive MBA focusing on more experienced people. It's a part-time program, 22 months. And there we are again. A little less than 2 years part-time MBA, and this program consists of 6 modules who are all 2 weeks in total. Out of the 6 modules in total, there's 4 in the Netherlands here at Nyenrode. There is 1 module in China and 1 module in South Africa. Those modules, they're all 2 weeks where you will be together with your classmates. We'd like to call these modules a boot camp. So 2 weeks where you will be totally out of your normal business, out of your normal life, focusing on your MBA together with your classmates, focusing on not only content but also on learning a lot from each other again. And the focus in our Executive MBA is on personal leadership development. Of course, it is an MBA, so there's all the aspects of business you can expect, but mostly the focus on learning from each other, working together, is what people value mostly. And these 2-week modules, they will give you the opportunity to truly excel yourself to the max of your abilities. This program is aimed at professionals who have at least 5 years of work experience. On average, people have around 14 years of work experience and have already finished a bachelor's degree as well. What we see is that our graduates have around a 20% salary increase within the start of the program and 1 year after graduation. And by having finished our part-time executive MBA, you will immediately become part of the most powerful Dutch business network that there is. And yeah, the tuition fee for this program is 49,500 euros. That's including mostly everything, so also accommodation during the 2-week modules, but not including the flights to the modules in the Netherlands and in China and South Africa, and also visa costs and things like that. Obviously, they're not included. This program starts every year in April. Yeah, good to realize is that in April the first module will start, but it's important that around 6 weeks before a module starts, you will receive your books, your course outlines, and that you should start preparing yourself for the first module already. Yeah, should you be considering starting this program, it's important to not wait too long with applying. Yeah, so that's a little bit about our different international programs. For all of our programs, except for the Executive MBA, we have an Orange Tulip Scholarship for Indonesian talents. The deadline is April 1st, 2017. And as you can see here, there's a couple of different options for our bachelor degree, our full-time master, and our full-time international MBA. Scholarships varying from 10K to 75% of the tuition fee for the International MBA. We also organize a couple of events where it is an option for you to be invited as our guest to come here to our campus here in Breukelen to see the castle and the beautiful green surroundings yourself, and to experience what it is like to walk around here as a Nyenrode student, to study here, and yeah, to experience the environment. We organize a business game focusing on the Bachelor in Business, which will be held on the 3rd and 4th of March in 2017. And for our full-time Master in Management and full-time International MBA, we organize And there I am again. A business game weekend for the full-time Master Management and full-time International MBA, March 31st until April 2nd. If you're interested in learning more about these events, let us know, and we will provide you with some more information. And obviously, you should apply for these weekends, since we cannot invite everyone. But feel free to let us know. Yeah, this is already the last part of the slide. I would like to comment a little bit more on the application procedure. We have different criteria for the programs, but in general, you can think of, if you want to apply for one of our programs, you should start with sending in a couple of documents. Think about your CV, copies of previous diplomas and transcripts. We would need to have a cover letter where you explain your motivation for the program you're choosing and why you're choosing for Nyenrode, for the Netherlands. For most of the programs, we would need to have 2 letters of recommendation from professional contacts, and there's also an application form that you have to fill out. Which basically is yeah, it's quite easy. A lot of questions about yourself. Then we will need to have a proven result of English. So we require a TOEFL or an IELTS result, and we also need an admissions test. It can either be a GMAT score, a GRE score is also an option. but we also offer the possibility to take the Nyenrode admissions test. That is an admissions test specifically designed for Nyenrode, and that can be taken in cooperation with the Nuffic Neso office. For more information, also please contact us so we can provide you with some more information. So one of those 3 admission tests, and then the last part of the application procedure usually is an admissions interview, which we could do here on campus or through Skype if it's not an option for you to come here. And then then we will make a decision on whether or not you're accepted to the program of your choice. And if you take a look at the Orange Tulip Scholarship on the website of Neso, there's all the steps to take if you want to apply for this scholarship. But it will always start with applying to our university first, and then applying for the scholarship. So if there's any other questions at the moment, please feel free to write them down.
Maybe a bit more about that, what it is, and that they can take it in Indonesia.
Okay, I believe some more information about the Nyenrode test. So it's the Nyenrode admissions test, but we also like to call it the LTP test. LTP is the name of the testing bureau that designed the test for us. It is a bit different from a test that you might be familiar with, because it's more of an aptitude test, an assessment where you are tested on different aspects. So you can think of numerical ability, verbal reasoning, arithmetic ability, flowcharts. It is a test which is time-based, and you will have a feeling that you will run out of time before you have answered all the questions, and that is on purpose. So they are testing you not only on capabilities, but also on your level of stress management, basically. And so the results, they will give us an overview of your intelligence and your capabilities. But next to that, there is a large part about personality. And for Nyenrode, it's very important that our students have the right mindset, that they're the right type of people that we allow to be our students. And so we also look at what kind of person are you. And there I am again. So yeah, that was a bit more about the Nyenrode test, the LTP test. Normally we take these tests here at Nyenrode. Obviously, that's a bit difficult if you are abroad. So we have the opportunity for you to take this test at the Nuffic Neso office in Jakarta. And should you would like to know some more about this option, then please contact us. Then I would like to mention that at the end of February, which will be February 26th until the 1st of March, I will be in Jakarta together with one of our faculty members for a couple of days, where we will provide you with the opportunity to meet us in person, to have a personal consultation where we can go over your CV, to have a look at your background, your studies so far, and how our programs could be a right fit for you as a next step. And we will also organize an evening, probably on Tuesday, the 28th of February, where we will have an info session about Nyenrode, about studying in the Netherlands, and where my professor colleague will give a lecture on strategy. More information about those dates will be announced soon, but you can also visit the website, which I think is also written below already, the nyenrodemasters.nl /Indonesia website, where there's a bit more information and where you can already register for one of those events. So that would be a great opportunity if I would be able to meet some of you there live. Let's see, some more questions.
Let's see.
I think it is. I hope this means that everything is very clear to everyone. But as Louise already mentioned, that we will send some more information to all of you afterwards.
Maybe
Suggestions?
what are the chances of getting one of the scholarships? There are some scholarships. Like how many applicants are there every year? 50% chance. Sure.
I don't know. So here's.
Hello everyone again. That's me. Yeah, one of the questions we get very often from candidates is what are the chances of you actually getting a scholarship? And well, that depends a lot whether you are you have a complete profile and a good application. But because these scholarships are specifically for Indonesian talent, that means you don't have to compete with people from all over the world. That means the competition is much less. So you have better chances of getting one of these scholarships. That's why we really encourage everybody to apply before the 1st of April. Because, for example, this year we have 2 MBA students from Indonesia. And we received, I believe, like 4 or 5 applications for the scholarship. That means that there were like 50% chances of getting the scholarship. But of course, you have to complete the admissions test, you have to complete the English test, you have to have a good level of English, a good interview as well. So it doesn't mean that just because you apply, you're going to get the scholarship, but that means if you have a good package, if you have a good application, well, chances are quite good. So yeah, I would definitely encourage you to apply before the 1st of April.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are 2 questions. If we are started that we are accepted in Nyenrode, how long are we given to seek for a scholarship?
Well, basically, how it works is that if you are accepted to one of our programs, you will be accepted with an acceptance letter and a registration form, and you will have a limited amount of time to return the registration form. Usually, it's about a month. But what we see often is that students, they can have some difficulties with arranging all the funding. So there's not really a strict date to that, but yeah, at least a couple of weeks before the program actually starts, you will have to know for sure whether or not you're able to arrange the funding, because otherwise we will be giving your place to someone else.
And the scholarship also.
And the scholarship as well. So yeah, let's say at least around 6 weeks or 2 months before the program will start, you will have to have everything arranged.
Yeah, somebody's asking about the professor. So somebody's asking about the professors at Nyenrode. I would like to say that the main thing for us is that our professors need to have both an academic and a professional background. So our professors most of them have PhDs because we are a research university, so that's required. But also they need to have a connection with the business world. We don't want professors that are just academic or that are just looking into the books. Because we are a private university and we're a business university, so we need to be connected with the world. We need to be relevant. We need to have strong bonds with the business world. So most of our professors, they teach part-time here. They have PhDs, but they also work with companies, do consultancy for companies and so on. Then there is a question about how about the personal test. Well, that's basically the test that March explained earlier. That's the LTP test that you can take at Neso, Indonesia. And that is both an IQ and EQ test. And if you decide not to take that one, you can also take the GMAT.
How many study master management?
We have every year in the master management, it's about 140, 150 students. and of those, about 20 to 30 are international students. So that's yeah, that gives you an idea. This year we have one Indonesian student, for example. Yeah, well, I'm not sure if there are any more questions. Maybe not.
No, I think.
No. Then what I would advise is to please visit nyenrodemasters.nl/Indonesia and sign up for our events in Indonesia, so you can meet with March and not me this time, unfortunately for me, but still you can meet March and you can have a talk with her. You can meet with one of our professors. You can have a lecture. You can know more about the scholarship. Maybe you can be invited to one of our events here on campus. So yeah, please sign up.
Yes, please do. It would be fantastic meeting one of you in person in Jakarta. So yeah, please contact us, sign up for the events, and yeah, hopefully one day we will be able to welcome you here at Nyenrode. Yeah, I think we were going to close then.
Yeah.
Then
I'm not sure if Neso is still there. Want to say some last closing?
Hello.
hello.
Okay. Hey guys. So thank you, Marcia, and also Javier, and also Luis for the presentations. And untuk Sobat Neso di seluruh Indonesia, terima kasih juga telah menghadiri info sessions atau webinar dari Nyenrode University malam ini. Dan kami harap ini bukan pertemuan kami terakhir dengan Anda, karena masih banyak webinar session yang lainnya, dan juga mengabarkan juga pada bulan Februari tadi seperti yang sudah dikabarkan oleh Marce bahwa Nyenrode Business University akan hadir di Jakarta di Indonesia pada bulan Februari. So apabila Anda ingin mengetahui infonya, mohon follow media-media sosial Nuffic Neso dan juga beritanya di website Nuffic Neso. Apabila Anda ingin mengetahui apabila Anda ingin dikabari, mohon juga tinggalkan nama Anda dan juga email Anda pada kolom chat, sehingga kami bisa menginformasikannya melalui email, dan juga kami akan mengirimkan presentasi kami melalui email ke surel Anda. Seperti itu. Terima kasih semuanya. Selamat malam Indonesia, and good afternoon the Netherlands. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye, thank you.